Hi everybody, welcome back to Regina's World. I am not in my normal location. I am actually at Mr. Murphy's backyard. I'm just getting to his house. Uh, Before I got him up, I just wanted to do a sit down video real quick, like an update, life update. Like I just wanted to get some things out, exactly what has been officially going on with me, where I am. Sorry, guys. So for some reason, I just been having real dry skin up in this area lately. But I guess this could be like a life update. What's going on? So I have a lot to kind of get out, and I just gotta start. So most people has been following what's happening in my life currently, what I've been dealing with, what I've been going through, all of that. So if you guys are interested in knowing what's going on with me right now, currently as of October 30th, I believe today's October 30th. Stay tuned and we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so it has been a lot. It's been a lot. Since officially breaking up with Edward, it has been like never ending, constant stuff happening constantly. And I didn't even know where to begin at this point. I just didn't even know where to begin anymore. A girl was just tired. You know what I mean? Like a girl was just tired. I didn't know how much more I could take at this point. Like, you don't know how much more you can take. Because Eddie have definitely put me through a lot of stuff. And this has definitely showed the strength that I have. And it also shows that, at some point you do have a limit of how much like torture someone can take. Like, I'm a pretty nice individual. I'm pretty fair. I'm a pretty nice individual. I don't really bother anybody. I don't really do anything to anybody. I stay in my own lane. I'm a mother. I don't bother any. I'm very unproblematic. But I have someone in my life who's problematic. Like, he is problematic. And every time I have to go live, it's because of something more he has done to me that even more complicated some part of my life. So this is a timeline of what has been going on. If you've been following my lives, Eddie break up. Eddie don't want to give up. We finally break up. On one of the lives, I finally said it was over. That was it. Because of the stuff that he pulled, with him putting my address online, with him breaking up a friendship, with him putting my life in jeopardy, with all the stuff that he pulled. I just had enough and was just done with the relationship. Normally, when you're done with the relationship, you do go through a phase of trying to get back together and trying to make it work. But his getting back together, make it work, turns into like vengeance instead of like acceptance or, I'm sorry, how can I fix it? His turns into like vengeance, like, oh, you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you now. So he became, as you guys have seen, a major stalker. Like a major stalker. I feel like to this day I am in a fishbowl. I do not wish this kind of torture on anyone ever. Having a stalker, having a constant person who refuse to let you go, it becomes too dangerous. Like, it becomes too, I don't even know the right word. Like, it's just so dangerous of what the potential of the stuff that he could do and has done. I have had to deal with getting a restraining order, which he don't give a crap about. He sent me tons of text messages to let me know, I don't care about your no restraining order. Forget it. And it's like no matter what is said or done, he kind of disregard all of that, and like it's like I don't really care about any of that. This is, I still love you. I still love you. I still love you. He disregard all of it. It doesn't matter. He like, no one's gonna tell me anything. I'm in love with you. That's just what it is. But you're not getting the magnitude of the stuff that you do. If that is how someone plan on getting someone back, that's not how to do it. And he's doing it all wrong. Like, all wrong. So outside of a restraining order is, of course, his domestic violence, a stalking and harassment charge. Like, you would think that was enough to just tell you to relax a little bit. No. Ever since I went on a date, he turned up the heat. Let's just say that. He turned up the heat. So what did he do? After he trashed my apartment, then he goes out of town, and that was the most peaceful week I've ever had. Because you could tell he was gone. You could tell he was gone and occupied and doing something else, and was not worried about me, because it was quiet. My phone wasn't ringing. It wasn't blowing up all hours of the night. I wasn't receiving 101 text messages. None of the such. Nothing. It was quiet. You could tell when he came back. Because once he came back to Las Vegas, everything started up again. Every single thing started up again. Every single thing. And his voice now makes me uneasy. When I hear his voice, it makes me uneasy. Like, that's a really weird feeling, to feel like someone is going to like hurt you, like physically do something to you, because they're so obsessed with you that you don't know what they're going to do. Like, this is a weird place to be. So after he trashed my apartment, he flattened my tires. I'm like, oh God. Imagine waking up and then your tires are slashed. All 4 of your tires are slashed. They're slashed. I'd get it towed to a shop. I was going to drive it down the street. That cost me $85. Get it to the shop. I called and said, how much is the tires? I'm going to say $600 for 4 tires. So now I have to replace. Now I just gave you $85. Now I have to pay another $600 for 2 tires that I didn't have to pay for previously. My tires was just fine. Now I have to pay $600 for tires that I didn't have to pay for first. I'm steady coming out of money. I'm steady having to replace things that he is causing. How fair is that? No matter how many times I call the cops, no matter how many times I report his stuff, they're not doing anything about it. It's like I'm unsafe. No matter what I do, I am unsafe. I am unsafe. I'm like, I told the cop the last time, I said, what is it going to take for you guys to actually do what y'all said in the restraining order? What is it going to take? Him to actually, like, physically hurt me or my children or something? What is it going to take for you to actually do something? For you finally get a call and say Regina's dead in the apartment or something? What is it actually going to take? I finally get my car back, which was ridiculous. I didn't even get mad the day of. I didn't get mad. It was just another inconvenience. It was an inconvenience. I didn't even get mad. I was tired by this point. I'm just tired now. Like, I'm tired because this has been going on for so long. It's like somebody is literally trying to do everything they probably to do to get you to surrender. That's what it feels like. Like he's trying to do whatever it is he can do to get me to surrender. Like, I am going to take you down. I am going to take everything that you have. I'm going to destroy all of that. I'm going to get you to surrender to me because you're going to be with me. I'm going to take it all. And then when you feel like you ain't got nothing else, you don't have nothing else to turn to but me. That's what it feels like. He's trying to do everything he could possibly do to take everything I have so I can surrender to him. So he can have exactly what he wants. Me. I have nothing, but I have him though. That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. Then he sent me all these dumb texts. I'm going to give you your money back. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Going to give me nothing. He's not going to give me a dime to replace anything that he's ever taken or ever caused. He's not going to give me a dime. It's crazy. It is so crazy to me. It is so crazy. I had to give up my apartment. That part, actually, I'm not even mad about. Because my lease was up in a couple of months anyway. I had to move. That part, I'm not even mad about. All right. I had to move to Henderson. I had to move in with my sister. All right. Until I found another apartment. I'm like, okay, I got out of my lease. Thank you. If nothing else, thank you for that. That you got me out of my apartment. But in the meantime, I have to deal with my child in California. He's been with me his entire life. I had to give my child to his father in California because I have this forever stalker. It's not right. It's going to be Halloween tomorrow. I wanted to be with my son for Halloween, doing what we always do. Dress up, go trick-or-treating, go to a spot, go have a good time for Halloween. No, not this year. Not this year. I got to sacrifice being with my child because I have a stalker who won't leave me alone. Who's literally turned my life upside down at this point. I couldn't quite understand what was happening. Like, why would this man not move on with his life? So I'm like, this has to be some serious... Now I'm like, this has to be serious mental illness. Because he's threatening, like, I'm taking pills, I'm suicidal. If I'm not with you, I'm going to kill myself. I was so low, I wanted to jump off the building and work. It just ended all. I don't know if to take him serious. Like, if that's what it takes, just go ahead and do it. Stop sending me these suicidal texts. If that's what it's going to do, then go ahead and do it. Or is it you just saying it just so you can get my attention? So you can get me to say something? No, don't do it. 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 I'll come back to you if you don't kill yourself. No, if you saying you're going to do it, go ahead. Knock yourself out. Because you're turning my life upside down. So I'm not supposed to be sympathetic. I'm not supposed to be sympathetic. Unfortunately, I'm not sympathetic. I'm not sympathetic. I don't feel nothing. I feel absolutely nothing when I'm reading that stuff. Because if someone wanted you back that bad, this is not the way to go about it. This is not the way to go about it. I couldn't even sleep in my own apartment comfortably. I was very uncomfortable being in my apartment because I was being watched, stalked, hunted. Like, hunted. It is not okay to be this obsessed with somebody. If someone don't want you, they just don't want you. It's over. Accept it. Move on. It's okay if someone does not want you anymore. Own your shit. Own what you've done. Own what you still do. How could you even think that somebody would even want you if you're still harassing not only me, but you're harassing everybody in my family? Like, he sends me like 100 messages a day. Sending me messages about my family. What are you, Googling my relatives? My mother's, my grandmother, their date of birth, my address that I grew up in. What are you? Doing a background check on me? and everybody in my family so you can harass everybody? Why do you need to know all this? It doesn't make sense. Like, it really doesn't. He calling my sister Marie? Why do you even know her middle name? You barely even know her first name. I called her Paige. He said, I'm trying to get to your brother. For what? Why are you trying to contact my brother? Because you won't answer the phone. So you're calling St. Louis to do what? You're calling St. Louis to do what? Get my brother to get upset, to go off on you, to tell me what? He's not going to talk to you. He has no reason to talk to you. Like, it's ridiculous at this point. Like, at this point, it's ridiculous. So, where I am right now, single, sad. I think I'm a little bit of depressed. Over it. I cried some today. I'm surprised I'm not crying now. I think I'm just over it at this point. Like, I just can't get it together. Like, I just want to get it together. That's what I want. I just want to get it together. Like, I'm over it. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. I have nothing left to give Eddie. I'm literally tired. I told one of my guy friends today, I'm like, you're my light, actually, right now. You are my light. I said, because all the stuff that I'm going through, like, constantly, like, you're watching it unfold. Like, he didn't have to be a part of anything. He didn't have to be there for me. He didn't have to be anything. I'm like, but he is. He is. And I appreciate him to the fullest. Why? Because I feel like I'm going through all this alone. Basically. All my family is scattered all over the world. My sister barely still can walk, so I can hear her. So she don't have no transportation to get to me, even if she wanted to. My brother have no real transportation to get to me if he wanted to. He got his own life, dealing with his own situations, going to court for his daughter and all that other stuff. My friends is kind of all moved away. So the last two that's here, you know, I don't even though they're here, I don't even really see them like that. Because they got their own shit going on. So all of my people just pretty much can call me on the phone and check up on me. So everything I'm going through, I'm literally going through alone, just like my family. When they call, all they can do is just that call. Just that call. And say, how you doing? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. My baby father, ex-husband, isn't even flying in town and checking to see if me and Keyshawn is okay. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. He got what he wanted. He's proud to enjoy his son. He said, my son's safe. The rest of it is on you. Ain't nobody coming in town checking on Reed. Not one person. No matter what I'm going through, ain't nobody checking on Reed. So I'm going through all of this by myself, dealing with all the emotional trauma by myself. Trying not to break down every single day because it's hard not to. It's very hard not to break down every single day. It's hard not to. But I'm trying not to. I'm trying really hard not to. Because I'm trying to stay focused to make Keyshawn not, freak out or get scared or anything. I'm trying to stay as light, as positive, keep moving forward as much as positive so I don't stress out Keyshawn. But I'm stressed out. I'm under stress. I can't sleep. I barely eaten anything. I'm not taking care of myself because I'm under so much stress and pressure constantly. No one should have to live like this. No one should ever have to live like this. Something should be done behind this. Something should be done other than just writing a police report, and that's that. It's like that's all you can do. You did what they told you to do. Now what? Every time you're called the police, then what? They does nothing. It does nothing other than say, if you come over to this property, then we're going to arrest you. Yeah, he know that. What about you going to pick his ass up? He know you're not coming to his residence. So he can still come to my residence and do whatever he wants. It makes no sense. So that's where I am right now. As of October 30th. I no longer live in my home. I had to get new wheels for my car. My child is in California now. And that's hard enough that my child is in California. I can't even deal with the emotional part of that I don't have my child. Because I have so much other stuff going on. I can't even deal with trade. Missing my own child. Because I got so much other stuff going on. With this psycho. So, that's where I am. That's my life update. So hopefully a month from now, when I do another life update, I can have another result. I can say he's picked up, he's locked up. This is my new apartment. Something. I have a different life update. But right now, where I am, pure trauma. I'm going to need some therapy. I'm literally need some therapy after all this. To move on from all of this. Like, literally move on from all of this. Because people like, I don't understand this either. Like, I don't understand this. People joke like, oh, you must have some really good... That's when, that's the first thing that you think at first. Like, oh, this nigga is crazy. He is hooked on a... But then you realize it has to be more than that. This is some serious mental illness going on. This is mental illness. Because nobody can be this dang on hooked on somebody's vagina. Nobody can be wired somebody. Who can be this hooked on somebody? It has to be mental illness a part of this. Because what he's doing doesn't make any sense. I'm ended here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next life update sometime next year. Bye.